Hello, everyone, and happy holidays. Thanks for joining us for Access City Council. I'm your host, City of Las Vegas Communications Director David Riggleman. Coming up on this show, find out how Ward 2 can help you get your small business going. And a very special canine hero is honored here at City Hall. The councilwoman who represents Ward 2 is, of course, Victoria Seaman. She joins me now. Happy holidays. How are you?
Happy holidays to you. I'm so excited to be here. I'm always excited to be here.
You're an old veteran of this show now. You know, you've been doing it for a whole 6 months or something. So it's good to have you back. You know Ward 2 very well. You've got a great team that knows the ward as well. If you're not exactly sure where Ward 2 is located, well, we're going to show you. It's out really kind of west of the Rainbow Curve. If you're trying to figure out where we're talking about, if you live in this area, work in this area, then you are in the city limits of the city of Las Vegas, and you're represented by Victoria Seaman if you're a resident out there. And that area west of 215 really growing again. It's exciting.
It's growing.
Yeah.
It's growing.
Yeah, good stuff. Well, you know what? I love how active you are on social media, especially on Facebook. You had some great posts. And I wanted to start with this one today. You said, we recognize the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department SWAT team today, and especially Officer Jeff Corbett and his canine partner, Hunter. Now, Hunter, you'll probably recall, everyone, is the Metro police dog that was stabbed multiple times when they were going to arrest a suspect. He hung on to the suspect, and the officers were able to arrest the man, but Hunter was pretty badly injured, but he's made a full recovery. Look, there he is.
Yes, and special thanks for those veterinarians who worked really quickly to save his life, and now he's back out fighting crime.
Yes.
So a very proud dog, a very beautiful dog, and just really dedicated to his work and the officers he works with.
Yeah.
So we're really excited. We were really happy about honoring this dog.
He was definitely a big hit here that day. Everybody wanted to get their picture with Hunter, or at least give him a pet or two or three. So.
Oh, absolutely.
But it's just amazing how tough those dogs are. He was badly hurt, but wouldn't let go of the suspect until the humans could get there and arrest him, you know. So.
And it was because of him that they captured the suspect.
Exactly right, exactly
kudos to that wonderful, beautiful dog.
Yeah, so Hunter, and glad you're doing better. And look out for Hunter if you're a bad guy out there, because he's tough. So you also posted this on Facebook. Public Safety Chief Michelle Freeman from the City of Las Vegas government joins us this week to talk about holiday safety. It is the holiday time, and I know everybody hears the tips, but still, there's so much crime that happens during the holidays if we're not careful.
There really is, and I'm grateful that she is actually joining me every week to give tips all the way up through the holidays. Yeah. So this is really important that people catch those tips, because they're simple things that we just don't think about.
Tell everybody, Councilwoman, some things out there, some things that we really need to be thinking about, like gifts in the car and all those things.
Gifts in the car, anything in the car. Make sure it's in the trunk so that it's not visible.
Right.
Park under lights, especially at night, so that you're visible to the public.
Right.
Just little things. Make sure that you get signatures on your gifts on the porch. If you're having things shipped to you, make sure you ask for a signature, because people are stealing your gifts right off your front porch.
That has become such a problem. The so-called porch pirates follow the trucks around, see where they're dropped off, and then people rush up. And most of the time they get caught on camera. They do it anyway.
Or if you can, put one of those little ringers on your door.
Right.
That will deter folks from stealing your packages, or deter crime, in your home.
Yeah.
So
good stuff. Well, those are great tips. And everybody be careful this time of year. The last thing you want to do is be a victim of a crime.
That's right.
So, all right. And then, Councilwoman, I love this too, on Facebook, you have your small business segment. And if people are not familiar with this, this is a big deal, because you're helping get the word out about new businesses, small businesses within your ward that people may not know about, period. And it's a win-win, because I've learned something on this segment all the time, and I live in Ward 2 as well.
That's right.
Like,
so you're learning about all these different businesses.
Exactly.
And we're not just featuring new businesses, we're featuring any business in Ward 2. And this was something that we weren't sure how it was going to take off, and it's become so popular. People wait for Sunday to see which new business will be featured.
Right.
And anyone is welcome. We encourage you to call our office or email us, because we'd like to feature
want to hear from you.
all these small businesses in Ward 2. And so we're really excited, and as we keep watching, we keep learning about new exciting things in the ward.
We want to hear from you, folks. If you're a small business owner, you'd like to have us help you get the word out on your business, Call us at 702-229-2420, or you can reach out to Councilwoman via our website, City of Las Vegas website. She's at Ward 2 at LasVegasNevada.gov.
And we come out and film at their convenience.
Yeah, exactly right. Exactly.
Yes.
And it's a win-win all the way around, as I say, because the business owner gets the word out, but people who live around the area, like I have learned so much, didn't know that these businesses existed.
And we have so many wonderful businesses in Ward 2. And a lot of times we'll travel across town because we don't know that they have a particular business in Ward 2.
Right.
So it's been very exciting, and it's opened my eyes to a few new businesses. So we just love doing it.
Exactly, and it's on her Facebook page. So
Sundays, comes on every Sunday.
Exactly, and so if you want to see it, follow her on Facebook, and then you'll get to see the segments. Works out really good. So, Councilman, switching gears here a little, literally, I want to tell everybody the speed limit on Wallapai, which is runs right through your ward, has changed. There's a little confusion as to what exactly the speed limit is. It's because of where it joins up with the county. Was the?
No. When you come off the 215 freeway, the speed limit is 35 going southbound on Wallapai from the 215, and midway between that and the roundabout, right on Town Center, it speeds up to 45 and then goes into 20 in the roundabout. So when I was campaigning, there were quite a few folks who brought that to my attention and said, it's right in the middle of where, the confusion could have been because it was in the county and then went to city. But that particular, maybe it's a mile long stretch, was between schools where you had children and the hospital and pedestrians. And so immediately I worked with the city to make sure that we kept it consistent at 35, especially when you're going into a roundabout at 20. So I think it's going to...
That's a big drop from going 45 down to 20, So it makes more sense to go from 35 down to 20,
And those are the little things that constituents, they're my eyes and ears out in Ward 2 that bring it to my attention.
And it makes sense to have it more consistent versus the speed fluctuating.
Especially when you have schools in the area.
Well, good. So, and our traffic folks took care of that for us.
They're amazing. They're amazing. I have to say, everyone at the city has been very helpful. We bring the issues and concerns, and they are jumping on them right away with us and helping us to get things done in the ward, which is amazing.
Yeah, well, especially if you're hearing it from the constituents, you want to respond to it and get it taken care of. That's good stuff. So you also posted this on Facebook. You said, tonight, Mayor Pro Tem Michelle Fiore and I had the honor of being guest judges for the Centennial Hills YMCA Teen Connection Club. So you have to tell us, what is the Teen Connection Club all about?
These are some of the programs that the different Ys offer, different programs, and it's a little bit of a debate team that we went and judged. And I have to tell you, I am so proud of our young folks. You've got some future debaters there, and the programs are just exceptional for these kids because they can learn about issues, they can learn how to debate, and as you can see, they're very young. So we were really impressed with them and just encouraging them. And I have to say, they're what you would call their coaches, just amazing folks. And I'm sure it's all volunteer. Just need to check into some of these programs at the Ys around the city because they offer incredible programs.
So what were the kids debating that night that you guys had to judge? What were the
voting ages, just different subjects. And I got to tell you, they really did their research, and they really not only just put their opinions in it, but they went out and did their research on all the different issues.
Back up their argument.
I was so proud of our youth. I mean, these are the kind of things that we need to encourage parents to check out so that their kids can learn different things at such a young age.
You know, Councilwoman, I don't think a lot of people know. You'd think maybe of debate you might associate that with the school, but who knew that the YMCA offered that program? So
and the Ys in different areas offer different programs. I mean, you would be surprised. This one happens to be in Mayor Pro Tem's district, but over here at our Veterans Memorial Center, we have a lot of amazing classes over there too that I encourage folks to check out, because I don't think there's so many people in the ward that don't realize all the different things that we offer as a city.
So true. You know, that's a great point. You can find out all of the things that we're offering through our website, LasVegasNevada.gov. you don't have access to the web or you're not that handy with the computer, you can always contact the Councilwoman's
That's
office,
correct.
and they'll get you plugged in to the things that are close to you, and you can have a kind of a summary of all the programs offered, and you can kind of pick and choose. But we'll have the information on how to reach her and her staff for the end of the segment today, at the end of the show. But again, the city has a lot of gems like that.
Oh, they do.
I guess the Y does too, which I didn't know.
They do.
And
They
have
do.
offered debate. You think it's a place to exercise and swim and play sports and things like that, but I didn't know they had that kind of competition there too.
They do,
So.
and it's amazing. It just really teaches our youth to really
Yeah.
do their own homework and do their own research, and I just was so impressed with every one of them.
Good mental exercise as well, and those are skills you're going to keep with you your whole life. Yeah, no matter what you're doing. That's good stuff. So, Councilwoman, moving on here, speaking to kids, you posted this on Facebook. You said it was so exciting to attend the Sandpipers graduation signing ceremony today. Now, for people who don't know, the Sandpipers are a swim team, or a swim club, right?
Yes, they're a swim. Yes.
And these kids were signing letters of intent to go swim at major colleges. I see Utah, Minnesota.
That's correct.
Wow.
So you have to understand what a great program this is for kids, another great program. And the coaches, just amazing. Just teaching them about, how important it is to work as a team. And, they're signing these kids all the time. So we are going to be a very big part of making sure that we go show up at these signings and just tell them how proud as a city that we are.
Those are major colleges there that we saw. Those kids,
Yes.
of course, Utah, Minnesota. We saw Brigham Young and Alabama. So
Very
those kids
impressed.
are off. Those are all major colleges.
That's right.
And that's all Division I. So if you can swim at that level, you must be pretty darn good.
Well, they're pretty good.
Yeah,
Our
yeah.
team is pretty good, those Sandpipers.
So I know they start them out young, and then they work them up.
That's right.
And then for all the different events, the different strokes that they have to
Great
swim.
coaches.
Yeah, yeah.
Great coaches.
Well, obviously the proof's in the pudding.
Yes.
If you're landing kids, and obviously there's going to be some scholarship money that's going to come with that
right.
as well. So
That's right.
that's a big deal. Congratulations to all those young
Yeah.
people off to the next thing. And Councilwoman, we got to talk about this. These giving machines were unveiled. Now, been around, but I think it's new to Las Vegas, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
So explain to what people what a giving machine is, what this giving machine is, and the purpose behind it.
Well, the purpose behind it is so that you can give. It makes it easy to give. There are so many different charities that are a part of these giving machines. And Donnie Osmond's son, Brandon, I believe his name is Brandon Osmond, had a lot to do with bringing this one to downtown Summerlin, a perfect location. And it just makes giving easy. You can give to several different charities in Las Vegas or nationwide charities, whatever you prefer, but it makes it easy.
Yeah, just streamlines the process.
Right.
Yeah.
100% of the proceeds goes to that charity.
Wow.
So they've raised millions of dollars, and it's one of those things where it makes it easy. You just go, give your credit card, and it's done.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's amazing.
especially now in the giving season.
I guess it's been elsewhere, but it just come to Las Vegas
That's
downtown.
correct.
So it's out
That's
at
correct.
DTS, downtown Summerlin.
That's right. And it was so remarkable to hear the story of how Donnie Osmond's son, got involved in this. And it was, so it shows you what an idea, how it comes to fruition.
Yeah.
And now it's raised millions of dollars.
Well, it makes sense because, if you want to give, you want to help during the holidays or any time, you're trying to figure out, okay, well, who should I give to? How do I do it? Who would be the person I'm going to be contacting?
And you have choices.
Yeah.
You have choices. And if you want to give locally, you can give locally. So I really was impressed by the machine and how this idea can do so much for the community. One idea. So
hard to miss. It's a big red
can't miss it.
machine, quote
right in
unquote.
front of Macy's.
Yeah,
right in front of me.
So you see that thing out there, that's what it is. So good stuff. Well, Giving Machine, welcome to Las Vegas and good luck out there. So you posted this on Facebook, Councilwoman. You said, I had a great time today at the Ward 2 document shredding and medication disposal event. I think everyone is amazed at the turnout that we get. Look at this.
I was
People are
amazed. It was
lined
my
up.
first shredding event. My daughter was with me. I was so glad that she got to see this. And we were just shocked at the cars that lined up. And as you were telling me, this was Councilman Stavros Anthony's idea. And, they were kind of laughing about it.
They were initially. He was a former police officer, captain, was in charge of the unit that investigates identity theft, so he knew how bad identity theft could be for people. So he started the shredding event, and now
look at those cars.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
I was amazed, and I talked to as many folks as I could, and they were asking when the next shredding event is going to be.
Right.
So stay tuned on our Facebook. We'll send out emails, but it's just amazing how much this is utilized, and I was really impressed.
People are plugged in. They understand identity theft, how devastating it can be. So the idea here is that you take your documents out there, and those machines that shred them, it's not like the little paper shredder at home, you know, it breaks it into the little strips.
Right.
This is like pulverized into
confetti.
Confetti. Right. And then they recycle the paper, but you'd have to really work. It'd be impossible to try to piece a paper back together.
Especially when you have so many people shredding at one time.
Right. So
very impressive.
And they were lined up. They always line up like we see in 2 rows before
and
the event.
They kept coming for a couple of hours.
Well, good for you, because that's the way for you as people are getting their documents taken care of.
I get to meet them.
And they can tell you about what's going on in the ward and like speed limits that need fixed or whatever else, you know. So
we are very plugged into the ward, and I tell folks at my Breakfast Buzz events, you are my eyes and ears out there. And those also have become very, very, very popular. We have different folks that come every week. I mean, every month. We have it every month, and we have different people. We meet new people, and we have some of the regulars. Yeah. So it's just a very nice event.
Well, that's a perfect segue into Breakfast Buzz. Your next one's coming up January 11th.
Yes.
And tell everybody, again, you hit on this, but explain to people, this is just kind of an informal get-together over breakfast in the morning, over breaking bread, having some food together, and just chit-chatting.
Yeah, we block out an hour, and basically if you have issues or concerns, we want you to come and bring them. I have my staff there, and we'll get your information and follow up on it. But it's really to bring everybody together so other folks in Ward 2 can get to know each other. And we break bread, we have breakfast. It is informal, and I think it's one of my favorite events.
Yeah, I mean, it really is. I think people, when they think about talking with an elected official, you think about coming to City Hall, it seems maybe a little bit, intimidating, very formal. This is, you're out in the ward with them. They're coming into a casual environment where they've got an issue on their mind. They can chat with you. If they just want to visit with their neighbors, talk about common issues, they have that opportunity as well.
Right, and we move around the ward, so we're in different areas. But if you have a restaurant in Ward 2,
this is important.
We'd like to come out and do breakfast in your restaurant. We try to contact as many restaurants as we can there, but if we've missed you, please feel free to call my office, because it's important to visit as many places in the Ward too. Another way to highlight businesses.
Exactly, and it just moves it around, makes it convenient for people if it's in different places. Maybe it's a little closer to their house this time versus the last, etc. So, what do you hear from the folks out there generally? Is it issues about neighborhood crime? What do you hear generally from the folks?
Different things, like the speed limit was an issue. There are pedestrian walkways that need repainting, debris in areas where it shouldn't be. I mean, it just varies, but I have a great team, and we are on it. We are answering those emails or calls and seeing what we can do. I mean, we can't solve problems that don't apply to the city, but if it's not a city problem, we will get you in touch with whomever it is.
Our counterparts are state or county or wherever it might be.
To help facilitate those situations. But we just love having people reach out to us, and we love being able to get things done. That's really was my goal when I got elected, was I want to make sure that people know that their ward is taken care of.
Right. And I think you've made this very clear from the beginning that you want to be very accessible to people.
Oh, yes.
That you're going to be out in the community, available if they need you, and if they just want to come and have a chance to meet you in person and chat with you. So.
I'm a people person, I love the opportunity to meet as many people in Ward 2 as possible.
Yeah. It's an exciting ward lot.
It's a great ward.
It really is. It is. Of course, I'm biased because I live there too. But yeah, it is.
We both are.
It's a great
just
community.
a great ward.
It is. It
great
is.
community.
So the next Breakfast Buzz is going to be January 11th. If you're not doing anything that morning, you want to visit with the councilwoman and her staff.
9 o'clock.
9 o'clock.
We do it every month. The date actually changes, but the time is always the same night, and the venue.
Yeah.
But we make sure that it's once a month, so you really have to follow us on Facebook or get on our email list, and you'll find out way ahead of time where it's going to be.
Right, sounds good. All right, well, Councilwoman, we're running out of time here, but I want to tell everybody out there, speaking of getting in touch with you, we always want to hear from you. So if you have something you'd like to share with Councilwoman Victoria Seaman, you can find her on Facebook and Twitter. As you saw, she's very active on social media. You can also contact the Councilwoman just by picking up the phone. We still do that around here, 702-229-2420, or you can send her an email. Her address is vseaman@lasvegasnevada.gov. And as you said, you've got a great team of people around you as well. And if you have an issue out there, folks, they are going to jump on it and take care of it for you. So
happy holidays to everyone.
To you as well. Do you want any holiday wish you? This is your last show of 2019. So.
Oh, I just want to wish everybody a happy holiday and a safe holiday. And that's why we have the chief, we've had the fire department on our social media giving you tips, because we want to keep you safe out there. So have a wonderful holiday and a happy new year.
Good message. And again, if you want to see some of those tips, you can follow her on Facebook, and you'll get those tips each week, right? You guys are
That's
doing
correct.
Yeah, that's right. Well, listen, happy holidays to you as well.
Thank
I'll
you.
see you next year on this show.
Oh, yes.
All right, everyone. Well, we want to thank you for joining us for this edition of Access City Council. Don't miss our next show beginning on December 19th with Ward 5 City Councilman Cedric Creer. You can now catch all of our KCLV shows on Apple TV, Roku, and Amazon Fire. And don't forget, you can watch us live on the internet at kclv.tv. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you next time around.